Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Um, Today we can present our group assignment, a group project. The title of our group project is the ethical issues in biomedical engineering. This season is season one, semester one, season 2022-2023. Our core subject, which is BEJ35202, medical equipment management and safety. We have our lecturers. We have Dr. Muhammad Hazli bin Maslan, and also we have lecturer TS Dr. Nuranida binti Chumedi. This project we have 5 group members, which is Farhana Najida binti Nurish and Mataganesh and Nuru Farina, Sifanesh and Osama Abdesaq. This report, our group report, will consist is what is the best way to create a patient is informed consent. Also, what are the ethical elimination on limitation? Limitation on the uses of data. Do current policy and regulation is related to the bioscoping and conclusion, and also we have references. Um, our group inshallah will be counted introduction, discussion, and inshallah the part is bit by bit.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hi, my name is binti Taufik and my metric number is T190046. So I'm from group 4. I'm going to explain about we choose for the title of taking advantage of big data without dehumanization patients. So for the question A, which is what is the best way to acquire a patient's informed consent to the use of predictive analytic and another advanced analysis technique that are based on the patient's private data. So this is few answers that we do some research. So for the first point is most academic employ predictive analytic and one of the more sophisticated analysis technique. So for the second point is the power to make decision and the ability to enhance patient outcomes with the assistance of professional. Next, patients can choose the appropriate medical treatment. And next point is doctors may easily forecast the best course of action for their patients based on the diagnosis they made. Next point, predictive analytics can be utilized with data from a variety of sources such as hospital-based electronic medical records, health detectors like fraud detection, pendants, and histories of medical alert. Next is can effectively monitor change in patients based on the ongoing treatments needed. And the last point is the analysis provides precise and accurate method for diagnosis and treatment and lowers medical expenditures, especially those incurred by patients personally.
A very good day to the doctor. My name is Medha Ganeshpadi. My metric number is CE200157. Today I'm going to present about what are the ethical limitations on the use of data that is collected automatically by digital pills and other medical devices and technologies that report sensitive data, sometimes without the patient knowledge. Several ethical standards apply to the medical industry. Technology usage in the healthcare as well as the changes it has sparked are pervasive. So hospitals and other healthcare organizations are terribly unprepared when it comes to dealing with the ethical implication of these new medical technologies. Hospital industry leaders may analyze patient medical data for insightful insights. Data gathering and analysis as well as the use of the artificial intelligence AI are taking center stage in the discussion of technology-based ethics. The digital pill is one of the cutting-edge technical innovation DP, digital pills are promising innovation in the field of the digital medicine. This is a lack of clarity on the empirical data that now accessible regarding the use of this cutting edge. So, however, the ethical problem have primarily been articulated from a theoretical standpoint. In this situation, the patient is frequently forced to proceed with the procedure or get the therapy at their own risk or to provide return consent to the prescribed therapies. Patients have little option but to accept it since they require the therapy, even though the majority of this therapy employ medical equipment that capture data and may subsequently publish that data. The ethical constraints that ordinarily govern interaction between a doctor and a patient do not apply in this situation since AI or medical technologies are not constrained by conventional norms and terms and apply. Therefore, to guarantee the integrity of the process and all the ethical standards are upheld, data collecting should be monitored by a medical professional who is also a member of these ethics committees. The maker of medical equipment should also abide by the ethical code. This is due to the fact that most businesses can monitor their goods and may be willing and obtain patient information. Only staff members certified is oversee those data may access data acquired by this hospital equipment under state regulation and adherence to the law. The ethical restriction can be properly maintained. The search technique was restricted to a few databases and the relative newness of these digital medicine results in the terminology disparities among articles. There may be further DP studies are not published thus unavailable to the team. So the review limitation include in the fact that search technique was restricted to a few databases. Even a digital piece which was adapted for this document is not consistently used in the literature. However, the fact that we supplement our original search not just by filtering references but also doing citation searches. However, that because of the nature of digital medicine a profile profess, there may be further digital pill studies that are not published and thus unavailable to the team. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Farah Najadah binti Norizan. My metric number is CE200-125. I will continue with a point of do current policies and regulations related to biospecimen offer adequate privacy protection to patients. So, all the biospecimens for human that can or cannot be traced should be handled as separate biospecimen with associated identifiers or personally identifiable information PII. According to 45 CFR 46, which is protection of human subjects, the human biospecimen used by the National Institute of Health (NIH) should be collected, stored, used, and disposed in accordance with the Institutional Review Board (IRB). So these researchers and investigators are required to protect people privacy and handle PII in compliance with the Privacy Act of 1974. When handling the collections and storage of the biospecimens, the protocol of the Occupational Safety and Health Administration blood-borne pathogen standards must be followed. And in addition, a standard operating procedure (SOP) for the labeling, handling, and storage of the specimen must be exist and can be followed by any laboratory collection or biorepository. The researcher also must obtain the subject's informed consent before using them if the biospecimen are part of an IRB-approved protocol. The biospecimen that be stored must be present in electronic record documentation as well as in one-dimensional 1D or two-dimensional 2D barcode. The identifier must allow the researcher to link the biospecimen information from the NIH Clinical Center Biomedical and Translational Research Information System, such as the patient's appropriate patient identification number, the protocol and informed consent under which the specimen was collected, and the clinical or research data about the subject or patients. And lastly, all the label must be durable under any conceivable storage and transit conditions. So that's all from my part. Thank you.
Greetings, doctor. My name is Vijay Harigaran. So for our group, I'm going to see the conclusion. So for our conclusion, okay, so the use of big data and predictive analytics in medical decision making poses ethical issues, particularly if data-driven judgment dehumanize individuals. So for patients and their families, clinically faculty often need to settle on difficult choices, including those that could mean the contrast among life and passing. The term big data refers to all visual information that is currently available. The speed and quantity of data that can be analyzed have greatly increased as a result of technological advance in data storage and processing. So next, medical devices can already report a wide range of health information to the patient, either with or without the patient knowledge. So the healthcare industry must decide how to handle automatically obtained data for collecting information change. So lastly is that in the medical field, it is not possible to uphold ethical limits with great credibility. Medical professionals are morally obligated to uphold confidential information by following their doctoral code. So companies that make medical devices should also come up with a preventative measure to ensure that they don't collect and share patient information. So that's all from us. Thank you very much.